very much, Mr. Speaker. My question is for the Minister of Training, Colleges and Universities. I'm proud of how Eastern Ontario has rallied since the University of Guelph announced it was shutting down the Kemptville campus.
Shameful.
Our community has made very positive steps already to ensure that agricultural and technological education continues in Kemptville. But from the start, I've said it's critical to have an intake of new ag students in September.
Hear, hear.
Yesterday on provincial-wide radio, the Premier said, and I quote, "I am hopeful that Brad and I will have an announcement soon. As well, a good solid statement about getting a first-year class in for the fall 2014 semester." Unquote. Minister, students are making those important decisions right now regarding education in the fall. Can you confirm today that a first-year class will be attending Kemptville campus in September? And when are you going to tell us how this will all work?
Question. Thank you. Please be seated, please. Be seated, please. Thank you. Minister.
Speaker, I want to thank the member opposite and the member from Glengarry Prescott Russell, who I know have been working very hard and very closely with us on this issue. Both of them have. Mr. Speaker, and I know the local community through a number of different individuals, from the mayor to the group that's been set up to try to find local solutions to help, have been doing a magnificent job as well. Mr. Speaker, the Premier has given me my marching orders on this, and that's to ensure we find a solution. And the member's got his finger on a very important part of that solution, and that's ensuring, Mr. Speaker, that the September cohort proceeds so that students in Eastern Ontario and others that want to access Kemptville campus, Mr. Speaker, have that opportunity. So we're working very hard with our post-secondary partners, and I'm hoping very soon we'll have some good news, but we're not quite there yet. We're working hard at it, and I'll let the member know as soon as there's something more to be said.
Back to the minister, Mr. Speaker. The other critical factor in continuing the 97-year tradition of agriculture excellence at Kemptville is maintaining the assets. I was pleased the dairy farmers of Ontario responded positively to requests from myself and others to defer any decisions about moving the quota allotted to the Dairy Education and Innovation Centre. Dairy is a $1.6 billion industry that sustains over 20,000 jobs in Eastern Ontario, so it's obvious that we have to maintain that program in our region. But quota is only part of what makes that dairy program operate. We need the equipment and the herd too. Minister, DFO has stepped up. What is your ministry doing to ensure the other assets, including those our community raised funds to purchase, stay right in Kemptville?
Be seated, please. Be seated, please. Thank you. Minister.
Speaker, I and the member from Glengarry Prescott Russell and the member from Leeds Grenfell and the mayor of Kemptville, among others, had the opportunity to tour the Kemptville campus a number of weeks ago. And I got to tell you, I was impressed. I believe it's 800 acres of land there, Mr. Speaker. I believe there's about 70 buildings there. Some are in good shape, some are in not so good shape. I think this is a gem of an asset that has incredible potential, Mr. Speaker. We've got to work on the short-term solution, as the member said, to ensure that as of September there's a cohort of students that can gain access to post-secondary education at that location, and that's what we're working towards on the short term. On the long term, Mr. Speaker, there's plenty of work to be done with the local community, with the Ontario Federation of Agricultures, with dairy farmers and others, as well as the local members, Mr. Speaker, to develop a vision for a long-term sustainability of that campus. That's what we're out to do, Mr. Speaker, and I thank the member for the question as well.